Hey, how you doing? Hi, Minerva.
Hi, Gatsby.
So, everybody, it is the Great Gatsby. I'm here today. I'm actually with my broker, the Hefa, Minerva Strom.
Hello.
Yeah. So, I'm actually really excited because I asked her to do me this favor to actually come here and spit some of this real estate knowledge that she have. She has over 20 years of experience in dealing with residential real estate and just real estate in general. She'll tell you a little bit about that. So, hey, tell the people.
Well, yeah. I have over 25 years between mortgage and real estate,
Ooh. So
Yes.
mortgages as well too. So that's really essential for real estate to have the mortgage knowledge as well too. So yeah, guys, pay attention to that too.
Yes.
Okay. So tell also let's tell the people about your brokerage.
My brokerage. Well, my brokerage started in 2017 when I bought the franchise from REMAX, and it's been very successful.
Okay.
We actually started recruiting agents in 2020. We had over 20 agents.
Okay.
You are one of them.
Yes, I'm one of the agents. I'm here. So yeah, she recruited me. Believe me, she recruited me, and it is hard to tell Minerva no. So I'm here, and I love being here. I learned so much, and then we're doing extremely well as well too. So I love it.
I love to have you.
Thank you. So let's just get into it right away, right? So basically, since we're here, I want to tell everybody, and I'm trying to get everybody to understand the city of Weston.
Okay.
All right. A lot of people they don't really know Weston. They hear of it. Some people think it's just hours away. They think it's too far. But it is so many good things about the city of Weston that we need to inform you about. And then that's what we're going to do today. So from your standpoint, how do you feel about the city of Weston?
Well, let's see. I've been living in Weston for 23 years already.
23 años.
Sí. When I moved here with my family, my boys and my husband and my daughter.
Okay.
And it's been my home for all this time. I started right away in real estate.
Right.
To doing it because that was my background, what I was doing before.
Mortgages. And
Right. So Weston, right now we have a little bit over 65,000 residents.
Wow.
That's what we had. And
65,000, that's a lot.
for a small city like
For a
Weston,
small city.
yes. And even like that, you don't see it like crowded, a lot
Right.
of people or anything
No,
like that.
it seems it's very spacious to me, very quiet, very calm, and extremely safe.
There is some people that still don't know. When you say, I live in Weston, and they don't know what it is. But it's a very safe city.
place.
It's being ranked into one of the 10 top
10 spaces.
safety cities in United States to live more than once.
That's key, people.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yes. The
Okay.
school system is A-graded school.
Okay.
So a lot of people move into Weston just
Right.
because the high school is very well known, Cyber-based high school. And it's it's a very friendly, family-oriented. Okay, parks, restaurant,
Right.
Safety, gated communities.
Okay. So it has everything. So it has parks, safety, shopping centers. In fact, I think one of the shopping centers nearby is Sawgrass.
Yeah, the Sawgrass Mall.
Sawgrass Mills
is
Mall?
like 10 minutes, 12 minutes from here.
Nothing. That's a hop in your
Yes.
car.
Yes.
And the fact Sawgrass Mills it visits about 23. I think there's about 23 million visitors in Sawgrass annually.
Annually, yes, that's correct.
Right. And there's so many places that's nearby at the same time too.
Yes, they actually many hotels around the area because all the people from out of state.
International. There's all these international
that's
people.
coming.
People shop there like crazy. Like when you go inside the Sawgrass Mall, you see every kind of person you could
Yes.
think of. Every
Yes.
culture. It's an international hub.
In Weston is that we have the Cleveland Clinic,
clinic?
hospital.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's very well known as well, and it's right here inside of the city of Weston.
Wow. Okay, that's something you got to check out. So people, make sure you do your Google search, and you'll see the clinic as well too. Now, with that being said, and we find out so much about the city of Weston and all the shopping centers and all the retail spaces that they have here. I kind of want to know, since we are talking about real estate, about the luxury homes that are here. Are there luxury homes here?
They are.
You sure?
They are.
Have you seen any here? Have you seen any here?
Plenties. So we have very scaled neighborhoods. Like we had Windmill Ranches, River Lakes, all of those,
Places?
Big properties.
So what type of homes are in there?
They are $1 million homes. That's it. What can I tell you?
You see that, guys?
Yes.
All the $1 million homes are in Weston. And everybody that's scared to come here, which you should not be scared to come here. This is not the place where you be scared to. There are $1 million homes that's all throughout Weston and top-rated communities, too.
Top-rated community. We have a lot of people into like sport, baseball players,
So the
football
athletes?
players
Okay.
that live in Weston. And this is it's a small city, but it's very complete. It's we have 4 community. They are renters community, okay, and then we have all these neighborhoods that are gated communities. We have fantastic middle schools and
So
elementary.
the education system
education
is
great.
It's great.
So,
Okay, so that's also going. That's great. So a lot of people are moving down to South Florida, right? And I've been telling people that, but they're not really understanding or grasping, taking that in the right way. And I'm telling people, like, there's 1,000 people moving to Florida every day.
that's what we hear. That over 30,000 every month.
That's over 360,000 annually. I mean, that's, a major city to be populated takes about 1 million people or somewhere around there, right? So if you're getting a little over a quarter of that in 1 year, that's a lot. That influx that's a big inflation, right? That's big. That's a lot of people that you're taking in. That means we have to increase housing. We have to increase parking. We have to increase the value of living. Just, everything else is going up, like
Right.
just like, even going to the corner store, gas is going up. You go into your favorite restaurant where you could get something to eat, even quick stuff like Pollo Tropical. You could go there. I remember one point in time it was like $4.79 for like a quarter chicken.
Everything increasing.
Yeah, now it's like $5.29. It's like, wow. And you don't see it. You don't see it right there and then. You're like, oh, it's only, 50 cents more, 60 cents more. But over time, you'll see how that actually affects you, and that just shows you that that the volume and what's happening in South Florida is really special at this point in time. Like I said, Miami is the second most expensive place to stay in the United States at the moment. But Weston is literally right there.
Yes.
It's right there, like right around the corner from Miami. 45 minutes drive with traffic.
Location is great.
Great location.
The location in Weston is the city that is west of Fort Lauderdale. Like,
Yes.
the airport of Fort Lauderdale is right there. What, 15 minutes?
15 minutes if
Okay.
you take the 595.
You take 595, and then if you want to go to Miami, it takes 75
75.
south, Palm Beach 75 north.
Yeah, and you can get there quicker.
The location is just great.
It's perfect. It's perfect, man.
Very strategic.
And I love that. I love that. Now, I do have another question about you because I know you have a lot of experience in real estate, and I like to like pick your brain a little bit because you do teach me a lot as well each and every single day. But I know that you had some type of background and you're kind of familiar with short sales, correct?
Correct.
All right. So yeah, people, she's familiar with short sales. A lot of people are not familiar with short sales. They don't even know what that is and what process you got to take to even go there. How do you approach that? How do you evaluate a short sale deal and whatnot? But can you tell them a little bit about the short sale process?
Sure. So the homeowner that is going through a hardship to a situation in their house, they've been behind on payments, right? Because the price of the house, the value of the property now is less than what they own to the bank. So right there, that is a short sale.
Right. Okay. Get it.
And then you had to get rid of the house, let the bank to take the house over, or you can sell on short sale. It's just simple because you as a seller, the only thing you had to do is to find a realtor like you, put it on the market, have the house for sale, and it's going to come a buyer. When that buyer comes, you had to submit your financial situation to the bank to show the bank that you are into a hardship.
All right.
So, however, one thing that people doesn't know is that you as a seller, you need to approve, accept that offer that the buyer is going to offer on your short sale that you're selling your house. You have to sign that offer and accept it in order to be sent it to the bank.
Okay.
Your realtor or your attorney is going to take care of that. It's dealing and negotiating with the bank so they
That's
can
our
accept that offer. But the offer is usually under the price that or the amount that you owe to the bank.
Yeesh.
That's what is called a short sale.
Yeah,
when
so
you owe the bank more than the value of your property.
hear that? When you owe the bank more than the value of your property. So people, make sure you take care of your property. So yeah. Now, I love that explanation. Now, can I ask you this? Like, so you're coming to South Florida, you know, people want to know what is good to invest in, like here in South Florida. Is it good to invest in single family homes? Is it good to invest in condominiums or short-term rental type of situation where you buy a condo and then you have the building, if it's at a residence and a hotel? Do you allow the residence and hotel to go ahead and manage the property for you and you take a percentage back? What do you think is a good type of investment down here in South Florida? Do you think there's good investments down here in South Florida, or it can be some good investments here in South Florida?
Well, when it's come to invest, it's numbers. You have to
It's
do
all
the
numbers.
numbers.
No emotion.
It's depend on everybody talking right now about Airbnb, which is a good. It's gonna be good, but it's all depend on the price of how much you buy the house and what is the expense of that house.
Yes.
Okay. So if it makes sense, the investment, what you pay and what you're getting out, it's a good investment.
Okay.
That's my opinion. It doesn't matter if it's you can find a single family home for the right price and you can rent it and have a profit. Right there is a good investment.
Okay. And I notice, you know what a lot of people do when I get calls, I get phone calls, and most of the time, a lot of younger people sometimes, they'll call me and say, hey, I want to go ahead and Airbnb. So what people would do would try to figure out ways to go ahead and get a condo or something, a home, and then try to Airbnb it out. So I kind of, that's what I see a lot of people starting to do, a lot of entrepreneurs starting to do. And I just think that with that, it is good, but you just make sure that you do your due diligence, because some places you won't allow you to just Airbnb like that, or the city, it just doesn't permit it. There's places like, if you're gonna Airbnb something, try to Airbnb like a single family home. That's what I recommend. I don't know if you something else, but I recommend single family homes. And, mainly because condos, depending on where the condo is located and how it's structured, you could have an issue with the management company, so you got to be mindful of that too. And, when you have neighbors, that could be a problem. So, just make sure you get proper counseling before you go ahead and make these purchases, and, make sure you call us, and then we can definitely help you out with that.
Yeah, you need to find out all the rules and regulation on the community that you are buying, okay? Because if you buying and the association doesn't allow to rent it short terms, you're gonna be into big problems.
Yes. Yes.
Not one of my agent, but I have an agent that called me with a situation like that. These people bought the house. They thought that they can rent it on short sale and Airbnb.
Right.
And they couldn't. The association, it was a mess.
They won't allow it, and it's like, when you get into those situations, that's why it's important for you to do your due diligence and to do your homework, because you don't want to be the person, you don't want to be that buyer that buys a home and you spend, especially if you paid cash, and you paying for a home, and then, you thought you did your due diligence, or you thought you just because it's a home that, it's mine, I can do whatever I want. No, it's not always like that, especially when you do go into these high quality neighborhoods and residences. There's rules in place for that, because there's other people that is around that they already been there. So you don't want to go ahead and affect the community, because as a community, you don't want to affect the harmonious living,
right?
And everybody needs to enjoy it totally. So just be mindful of that. when you do make these decisions. And it's also really important that you do come to your professional, your real estate professional or an attorney, so that way we can counsel you to make sure that you make the proper investment. So
No, and as a buyer, you should not delegate everything on the real estate agent. Just, find out the information, the right question to ask to that agent so you can answer everything that you can think about it. I mean, I always said Google about the question that you need to ask.
Yeah, just Google it.
Because
it's not hard. Google will answer probably 95% of the questions that you want. You just got to look at it.
Even the question that you need to ask.
Yes. Google will help you with that. Yeah. And, we Google all the time. Like, we're professionals and we're Googling each and every single day. So it's not a bad thing to go on there and just, hey, what is a short sale? Hey, what is an Airbnb? Hey, what is the
question that should I ask my agent, my real estate agent, buying this type of property? Which are the questions?
Exactly. So, people, let me tell you something, all right? Now, when you do want to go ahead and purchase a home, there are some steps that you need to take, okay? And one of the most important steps, and I'm going to probably say this in every single series, if you're going to obtain your property by financing, make sure you get a pre-approval letter. And I'm done with you.
You're correct.
Yes, pre-approval letter. Because, we don't want to waste anybody's time. We want to make sure that we get the right thing. We know what we're looking for. And without that, it's kind of like the blind leading the blind or something. It's like we're not really knowing what we're doing.
You need to talk to whoever is going to be your financial person.
The lender.
Going to, handle your loan, right? And just get ready to not just go out to see property without being ready and know what can you afford to buy.
Yeah, it is not like that, people. So, yes, it is important. You go ahead, you get a pre-approval letter or however your proof of funds. It could be cash. If that's proof of funds, you can give us a bank statement or whatnot. And if you're getting a pre-approval letter, you get that from your lender. The lender will give you the letter. You take that letter, give it to your agent, and from there, you and the agent can determine what you can buy. So once the agent sees that letter and they tell you what you can buy, you guys will go out together to go find a property. And
that's correct.
When you find that property and then you like that property that you find, you then place an offer on that property. And once you place that offer on the property, you want to make sure, hope that the seller actually accepts the offer. And if they accept it, go back to the bank, get the funds to close, and you live happily ever after. That's the simple way I put it. That's my quick 7 steps of purchasing a home. That's how I usually go. This is the boss though, so she knows it all.
I wish.
So, I think we came back and we did say that we have Weston is also like the top 10 place to stay in the United States. We mention that? Did we speak on that?
It's one of the 10 cities.
Top cities to stay in the United States.
Safe. And
safe. I'm just going to reiterate that. Safe.
People recommend and people prefer to live in.
Yes. And it's not too far from the beach, people. No. So, yeah, there you have it. Now, how, for the people out there that want to know, how do we get started with real estate? Let's say if we have some people out here, look, these people here, and they want to come to our office and they want to get into the real estate business. Are we open to want to bring in new agents and new realtors and so on?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So
we have a very good training. We have classes that we recommend and training that we recommend every day. Every
day.
Through REMAX platform, that is REMAX University, which you can get destination, education, train, and any subject on real estate.
In real estate.
So if anybody that wants to become an agent and haven't do the first step yet, come visit us, talk to us, and we can just give you the instruction, tell you, listen, this is what you need to do, go to school, take your course, take your state exam, and this is the step. Of course.
I'm going to just say this one thing. When I got to this REMAX, I love the support that we have here. I love the fact that everybody speaks to everybody talks to everybody tries to help everybody. The education here and the training here is like no other. Because there's a lot of brokers out here that don't really train you and they just, collect your money or whatnot. But that's not the case here. We're actually here and we're a family and we're family oriented and we want to help. Like that's, so if you are somebody that wants to get in real estate and you want to be successful and you want to grow your business, this is the place you want to go. You want to hang your license here. The training is like no other. The education is like no other. And your business will grow. So you can give us a call when you want to come and join our brokers.
Sure.
All right.
That's it.
So, yeah, there you have it. It's the Great Gatsby of real estate. And you have the lovely, beautiful Miss Minerva Strum here.
Gatsby, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
My
All right.
pleasure.
Bow.